Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I I'm going to be talking a topic which is very useful to all of us, including me. And it's about the swinging moods. So we know that we we spend time with different moods, right? So one of the biggest problems to all of us is that how we can cope the different moods and how to manage swinging the moods, right? So basically, you know, we know coping means to deal with a negative emotion, and managing is the big process of doing the whole thing, right? Like in this case, I can say that if we properly, if we effectively deal with the different moods, that means we are really coping with all of them, and this whole process seems to be managing. So it has this efficiency and effectiveness. Okay, so now let's take a look at what is a swinging of a mood, and what are the Buddhist teachings that we can practice to overcome this issue. Basically, I would say we spend time on a daily basis with different moods. Now, most of the mood changes, I would say, swinging the mood can happen not because from an internal issue, but mostly from external causes. If you figure out any internal issues, internal causes to arise your swinging the mood, you can clearly see, if you take a clear understanding about what is the cause like. Most of them may be made up from external causes. That means pretty much it is not because we have internal reasons to swing our moods, but mostly our swinging moods happen from the external factors. Now, what Buddha has to say about this swinging mood thing? I can talk about three main tips to overcome from the Buddhist teachings according to Buddha. Now, the first thing is, if you are really a follower of the Buddhist teachings, if you really want to look into what Buddha has said about how to spend the day without any issue, without bad or negative emotions, including this, which leads to ultimate swinging mood, you will need these three tips, I think. The first thing that I recommend is to look into your daily life, or this life that you've been taking care of so far, and for the future. You need to check whether your life goes by Buddhist teachings. Now, if you can take a look at most of the teachings of many people nowadays, mostly when someone talks about Buddhist teachings, they talk about the Nibbanic aspect only, because Nibbanic aspect is what most of the ultra type Buddhist people looking for. It's true, it's okay, no problem, but we have to understand that not everybody who came to see the Buddha and listen to the Buddha didn't want to attain Nibbana. All the textual things that we knew, there are examples that many who came to see the Buddha, they got enlightened or awakened, but most of the others, they could not attain for different reasons. And there were clear examples that people told the Buddha, we don't want to learn those type of ultra deep teachings, what we want to know, what we want to learn is how to spend life as a good lay person. Vyagapajya Sutta, Singaluwada Sutta, they are fine examples for this mentality. So this is what we have to look into. As a result of that conversation, that dialogue, we can find out this topic that we're talking today. The topic that we're talking today is how to cope and manage these mood swings. So the first thing I ask all of you to do is check whether your life that you're spending on a daily basis and in the long run is friendly with the Buddhist teachings, especially the Buddhist teachings for the lay life. That's really important. Now, you can start from the 5 precepts. Is your life that you're spending now by 5 precepts? Is it friendly with the 5 precepts? Not taking a life, not taking what's not given, not misbehaving, not lying, not taking any food and beverages that would stop your sound judgments whenever you want to make sound judgments. If you are even more serious, even more concerned about how to spend your lay life in a better way, then you can go into suttas like Singaluwada Sutta, where you can see duties, responsibilities between different groups, especially in your life. If you are a mom, if you are a dad, and you have duties towards your children. If you are a child, then you have duties towards your mom and dad. If you are a teacher, you have duties, responsibility towards your students. If you are a student, you have duties and responsibilities towards your teachers, mentors. If you are a spouse, you have duties towards your other spouse. And if you are, if you are a husband, you have duties and responsibilities for your wife. If you are a wife, you have duties and responsibilities for your husband. If you are a friend, and we all have friends, we should know what responsibilities and duties towards the other friends. So the other way around, and monastics and non-monastics. If you are an employer and you have duties and responsibilities for your employees. If you're an employee, you have responsibilities and duties towards your employer. Now, this is a fine set of teachings to understand how best we can spend your lay life. So that's one place. And here we talked about the 5 precepts. And there are a bunch of other places. Now, for example, I would say how to take care of you from drugs, substances, alcohol, and such stuff. How to be concerned about your health. That means health consciousness. How to have a good married life. How to have a good economy. How to have all the bunch of other globally friendly thoughts that we know in today's world can be seen in the Buddhist teachings. So do not largely ignore the secular life that we can see in the Buddhist teachings. So if you can really look into these teachings, that's the and then to make your life according to those teachings, that's the first tip you can do to overcome, I would say, cope and manage mood swings, right? So I would say you can have a good management of your moods on a daily basis. Number two is mindfulness. Now this is very important. Now I would add sampajanya, which we call awareness, to mindfulness. Now in Buddhist teachings, Buddha says mindfulness and awareness, they go hand in hand, because mindfulness is just the normal focus, that normal attention, where you are, but it doesn't look it is enough, because you need awareness what to do. So the knowledge to mindfulness come from awareness. So mindfulness and awareness, they go hand in hand. So we need to develop the both at the same time, as much as you can, in a moderate level. Sometimes when you lack of mindfulness, there are certain consequences. I think a lot of people, they're having such consequences. Sometimes people are over mindful, they're too concerned about everything, so that can also be a problem. So keep it very moderate, so you can have awareness for all the events where you are mindful, right? So the number two, second tip is to deal or cope with your uh, mood swinging is mindfulness and awareness. Number three is very important. The tip number three, uh, it's about consistent right effort. Now, Buddha says, even though you know Dhamma, even you know what to do, even you have listened to so many number of talks, number of monks, number of Buddhist teachers, it doesn't matter when it comes to deal with a certain issue, like in this case, swinging moods. When you feel like you have a bad mood that comes to you, if you are not ready, how come you are ready? Mindfulness, awareness. Even before mindfulness and awareness, you should have this energy which you call right effort. So Buddha says we need to have right effort. That means you are positively opening up for the good things with good energy. You have to keep your good energy consistently. Sometimes you have good energy in the morning, sometimes you won't have it at the right time. So always try to think about how to keep up with your good energy consistently. So these are the main three tips to cope up with swinging moods, and that helps you to manage this whole process effectively and efficiently. So then keep in mind, for the most time we get change, especially with our moods, not mainly from your internal reasons. If you say it's an internal reason, it may have definitely caused by an external factor. Maybe someone you like, maybe something you really looking forward to happen. So for the most part, they might not be under your possession, but those things cause your internal factors to trigger in a bad way. That's how you're getting moody. So try to do these three tips, follow by Buddhist teachings, and try to find out whether your current life is under Buddhist teachings or they are Buddhist friendly. Try to look into those suttas. And number two is to practice mindfulness and awareness at all times at a moderate level. Number three is to keep up your good energy. I would say energy for the kusala all the time in a consistent manner. And these three tips will definitely help you not to get bogged down by unnecessary moods. We need to have good moods, right? For example, I would say happy mood, friendly mood, kusala mood, smiling mood. We need all these positive type of moods. So in order to keep up those moods, or if you don't have those moods currently, in order to get them into you, we need to understand these three tips. Is your life according to Buddhist teachings? Is your life with mindfulness and awareness? And is your life is properly managing right effort? Okay, I hope you understood these three tips, and please stay happy, have happy moods all the time. Thank you. Have a good day.